Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome to another episode of our Leeds United Career Mode series. Once again, guys, thank you so much for your continued support on the series. We're just shying away from that 100 likes in the first 24 hours. If we could do that today, that would be fantastic. Leave a like on the series if you've been enjoying it, because it does help quite a lot. And I'm having a lot of fun making this Leeds United Career Mode series for you guys. So thank you so much for your continued support and your very nice comments as well. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot. Last episode, you guys gave your extra 1 point to Jorge, which means in terms of the Billy Bremner award, nothing changed on the back of last episode. Calvin Phillips is still in the lead with 11 points, followed by O'Kane at 10, and then Saiz picks up 8 points after he had a decent performance in the last episode as well. But plenty of points up for grabs still in the remainder of the season, and these three might not even be the top three when it comes to the end of the season. So without further ado, before we do get into today's featured game of the episode, let's take a look at the highlights and see what has happened leading up to this point. Today's highlights are sponsored by Jorge's Signs. As we move into this opening game away at Bristol City, we are obviously trying to continue the form that we had in the last episode. We did pick up a loss in the last episode, so trying to maybe pick up as many points as we can. We're obviously chasing Wolverhampton for the league title. At the moment, we sit in second position. We do begin quite well. Pablo Hernandez with a header there, putting it just wide. Lasogga, though, he fancies himself with a left-footed shot, and my goodness gracious, some power on his shot for Pierre-Michel Lasogga, and he opens up the goal scoring here. He has been a little bit quiet as of late, and I've mentioned that both our strikers I thought really needed to step up, and Lasogga has definitely started in the right way. I mean, that's the perfect way to do it, get the team up away from home, and get some confidence in us. A fantastic strike as well, kept the ball straight as an arrow, really, off his left foot, which I believe is his unpreferred foot. So fantastic work from Pierre-Michel Lasogga there to get us up 1-0. And he has the ball again here. Not really known for his dribbling, but he gets into a good position, and oh my word, have a look at yourself, Pierre-Michel. An absolutely fantastic effort as he goes and celebrates with the crowd. Look at the fake shot back onto his right foot, and just a rocket, really. If you take a look at the replay, there's one angle, yes, this angle here is just, look at that. That is a hell of a shot. I'm not sure how he gets so much power behind it. I'm not going to question it either. Pierre-Michel can do whatever he wants. Just a fantastic finish, and he gets us on the right way. Juric here for Bristol City was giving us a lot of troubles, and he nearly pulled a goal back there. Patterson on the left wing also was quite good here. Just a fantastic bit of play from Bristol City. You can't really take anything away from that. Defending could have been much better, for sure. But you can't knock anything that they did. A fantastic balling, great composure from Patterson on the left-hand side for Bristol City to find Juric, and then Juric just cool, calm, composed. Unfortunately, the defense didn't step up quick enough, so that was really the problem there, but you can't really blame the defense too much, because it was just well played, just too much movement from Bristol City. Going into the 72nd minute here, just minutes later, Juric makes it 2. Again, I believe off of Patterson's ball, and this time a fantastic finish on the half volley from close range. But like, look at the defense. There's defenders falling over goalkeepers. The defense is all mixed up and muddled, and no one taking charge of the defense. Janssen and Cooper, the two centre backs, and neither of them taking charge when needed. And it's now 2-2. All of a sudden we were up 2-0. We were looking comfortable. It's 2-2, and hold the phone, Pierre-Michel Lasogga has scored another one. Hat-trick hero, his first hat-trick of the season, and our first hat-trick as a manager of a club in FIFA 18. Pierre-Michel Lasogga, 3 long-range... Oh, actually, well, you don't count the first goal as a long-range effort, but 2 long-range effort. One on his left foot, 2 on his right foot. This one is a bit more of a curler. You'll notice that it does bend back a little bit, but it is a fantastic finish. Didn't need the bend, but it definitely helped. And it was a fantastic finish to put us up 3-2 with about 10 minutes left to go. We just had to see the game out. And fortunately, we're in a winning position again. But Bristol City were not then. This time, Juric through to Patterson. The other way around, and would you believe it, Bristol City bring it back at the 90th minute to make it 3-3. And they've picked themselves up a draw. Patterson and Juric were just all game terrorizing us on that left-hand side. And then down the middle as well. And this time, Juric gives it to Patterson, repaying the favour. And a great finish from Patterson as he's like sliding down as well. Not easy, had to stretch to get to it. Wiedwald, nothing really he can do from close range except stick his arm out and hope he's put it in the right position. And Bristol City get themselves a well-earned point and a 3-3 draw here against Bristol City. Lasogga picks himself up a perfect 10 out of 10, which means he gets 3 points. Calvin Phillips with 2 and Saiz with 1. Pretty easy to pick those votes there as we head back home at Elland Road to play Sheffield United. Obviously, in real life, just got a win against Sheffield Wednesday in the Steel City Derby. But we're going to be trying to pick up 3 points at home. I mean, we've got to make Elland Road a fortress. I mean, that's what I personally believe. So we've got to keep picking up W's here at Elland Road. And we do begin quite well here. Woodburn brings it back into Lasogga again. 4 goals in a row for Lasogga. And he is on fire at the moment. Ben Woodburn, I think, was the integral part of that play. I mean, the cross was fantastic, but Woodburn's cool head to put that back in instead of trying to do something silly was incredibly smart, I thought. And credit to Woodburn there to bring it back in. Lasogga's finish, just fantastic. Really no doubts about it. The keeper was left in no man's land. And Sheffield United were reeling from the beginning. And they were fighting pretty well. I can't even knock Sheffield United. They were fighting very, very well. Similar to Bristol City, they were giving us troubles. Here you can see them with a few different chances. It was Donaldson and Duffy, I thought, were the 2 main players for them that were just trying to make things happen. But unfortunately for them, it wasn't like Bristol City where they were actually converting their chances. We were somehow getting away with it, and I thought Wiedwald was having a fantastic game. Calvin Phillips makes it 2 with a fantastic finish as he just turns around and just blasts it, really, and that's what Calvin Phillips likes to do. I gotta be honest, when I shoot with Calvin Phillips, it's always a powerful shot. It's never a soft shot, it's never a finesse or curling one ever. It's just a dead straight bolt. And it was a fantastic finish to put us up 2-0 before half-time, but we were in a similar position as we were before, so I didn't want to get too comfortable, but Lasogga, I mean, God, this man is he's hitting his stride now. He's getting used to Leeds, and he's getting into his stride now. O'Kane, a fantastic run, surging forward with purpose, and then chipping it over to Lasogga, who keeps his cool, chests it down on the half volley, across the goal, 3-0. You gotta think by this point we're out of sight, out of mind, surely. But no. Sheffield United bring another one back, and at this point I'm thinking, not again. Please, not again. You cannot do this to me again. We cannot lose another lead and end up drawing the game 3-3. I was already thinking of the worst at this point. Unfortunately, that was just my mindset after what happened with Bristol City. Maybe a bit of PTSD from that. But we do recover quite well, and we actually responded very, very well to that goal. And Lasogga, the absolute cheek of this man to get back-to-back hat-tricks. And take a look at this celebration. I like this one. I don't know what to call it, but it's what I thought initially was it was a bird. It's definitely a dance, but I like thinking that it is a bird, because he's quite literally shitting on these teams, and that's what birds like to do the most. Now, you guys might think it's a fantastic goal, but have a look at the finish. I bet you didn't see this on the first play of the game. Look at this. Oh my, that is filthy. That is filthy from Pierre-Michel Lasogga. He should be fined for doing that to a team. Another 10 match rating for Pierre-Michel Lasogga. Gets himself 3 points. O'Kane picks up 2 and Phillips picks up 1. My goodness. That brings us to our featured game of the episode as we host Derby County at Elland Road. It is a different looking team. Click comes in the midfield. Sacco's on the right. Anita's there as well. Borthwick Jackson comes in. Lasogga stays up front. How could I drop this guy after his fantastic back-to-back hat-tricks, his fantastic performances? He just seems to be on fire. Anything he touches turns to gold. How can you drop him? And probably most importantly, no Pontus Jansson here today. How are we going to do without Pontus Jansson? Just the second time I'm running a team without him. Last time, it didn't end very well. I'm hoping this time's a little bit different. Dude, do you really have to do this right now? This guy out here cleaning the street, and I'm trying to sit here record an episode of Leeds United. Can you believe that? Vieira now through to Hernandez. Hernandez to Lasogga. Lasogga back to Hernandez. Great bit of play between the two, and we force a save from the Derby County goalkeeper. Vernon Anita through to Lasogga. We're able to find a little bit of space, but Derby County up until now have defended alright. I don't want to jinx them, but I will take it. There we go, their first error. Unfortunately, we could not take advantage of it. Counter-attack now here. Omar Ali gets past Borthwick Jackson. That's a good cross as well to the far post. Nugent goes for it. It's an okay effort, all things considered, but has gone for a goal kick. Derby's first real chance of the game. Olsen now on the left-hand side. Another cross in, and oh my goodness, Huddleston trying to do something there. Vieira through to Kmar Roof. Puts it back on his right. Vernon Anita to Roof. Good little run there from Anita. Fantastic work between him and Kmar Roof. The pass to Sacco, maybe a little bit forced there. And Sacco coughs the ball up. Click through to Vieira. Vieira out to the left to Borthwick Jackson. He's got Kmar Roof on the inside. And if it wasn't for Huddleston, a long shot was getting readied. Ronaldo Vieira, he's looking for Alioski there, recently brought on off the bench. Fantastic run from him. Puts it on his left-hand side, his preferred side. Trying to get Lasogga in a decent position. Maybe along the ground there could have been a better option. Probably the decision-making so far hasn't been the best. Omar Ali. Oh, Vidval, good save off the rebound. Thorne really should have put that away. I was a bit speechless there. Had nothing to say. And you just assume that Thorne was going to put that in. Ronaldo Vieira trying to pick out Alioski again. What a ball from Ronaldo Vieira. If Alioski can get on the end of this, he can. Unfortunately, no Lasogga in the box now. Connor Chaplin's been brought on for him, so we're going to have to play a little bit differently to how we would if Lasogga was in there. And that was just terrible from Connor Chaplin. That was a terrible pass. There's not going to be any more opportunities, guys. It's a very disappointing 0-0 draw here at Elland Road. I really thought we had something in us. I really thought we had a goal in us there. And coming off of back-to-back huge results in terms of scoring, and Lasogga scoring back-to-back hat-tricks, I was feeling very confident going into this game. As you can see, those were the statistics. Extremely dull game. 58% possession with 1 shot, 1 on target. To Derby's 5 shots, 1 on target, 42% possession. That sums up the game, man. That is the best way to describe this game. In terms of our highest rated player, we actually have our first draw, our first tie, with Click and Anita both having 7.9s. Just so you guys know, the way I'm going to be deciding these is real simple. Whoever shows up here is going to get the 3 points. And I don't want it to be down to my decision. I just want it to be down to EA's decision. That's what the 3 points is about. It's EA's decision, and it's EA's decision to put Vernon Anita there. So he'll get the 3 points today. He's the man of the match, which leaves you guys with a very difficult decision because Click did get a 7.9. I personally thought he was pretty average. I thought Vieira was the better midfielder, if I can just give my personal opinion. But I thought a lot of people had good games. I mean, solid games, especially for the result. The defense I thought was pretty good. The goalkeeper I thought was one of our better players. Hernandez played well. Roof played well. So it's going to be difficult for me to narrow this down to maybe 3 or 4 options for you guys. And it's probably going to be even harder for you guys to vote. Don't necessarily vote Click because of his match rating. Just vote on what you guys saw. Who gets your 2 points? Who was your man of the match apart from Anita? Vote in the top right corner on the eye. Okay guys, after the performances and the results in today's episode, that's where we see ourselves at the moment on the table. In second place behind Wolverhampton, who currently have a 6-point lead against us. So quite the gap they're building, but I feel like where they've had chances to pull away, they haven't. I think we're still in a chance to win the league, but second place is pretty much where I expected us to be. I thought there'd be one team that would just do so well in the league that we wouldn't be able to catch them. In terms of the other playoff spots, Middlesbrough are in 3rd, QPR in 4th, Reading in 5th, and Sunderland back in the top 6 as they round off the 6th place. People fighting for it within 2 points are Birmingham City, Sheffield Wednesday, Norwich, and Brentford, and within 3 points Derby County. So those are some of the teams that are close and that could be there at the end of the season. In terms of the Billy Bremner table, guys, Calvin Phillips is at the top of the table with 14 points. O'Kane has 12 along with Pierre-Michel Lasogga. Lasogga just launching himself into the top 3 by doubling up his points. He came into the episode with 6 points. He earned 6 points in today's episode, and now he finds himself in 2nd. That's how quickly things can change. And Sayis retains his 3rd place as he got 1 point in today's video, and he is on 9 points. Of course, that is subject to change with your guys' votes. Who knows what could change? Of course, Anita's votes have been taken into consideration. He's not in the top 3, obviously, but 2 points are still up for grabs, and subsequently 1 point is still up for grabs. So you never know. That could change going into the start of the next episode, guys. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a like on the video. If you're new around here, you can additionally subscribe. But that is it, guys. I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy today's video. I hope you had a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.